All Out, a message from the Australian government on life after cricket.
As the nation is now well aware, Cameron Bancroft has brought shame to the baggy green by stuffing some yellow tape down near his baggy purple. Steve Smith and the leadership team have brought about the nation's biggest sporting crisis since Todd Carney opened his own lemonade stand. In fact, it's even worse because, unlike Todd Carney, Australian captain Steve Smith didn't piss in his own mouth, he pissed in Donald Bradman's mouth, Dennis Lilly's mouth, Steve Waugh's mouth, and then Mark Waugh's mouth, Michael Slater's mouth, Ian Healy's mouth, Justin Langer's mouth, Merv Hughes's mouth, Brett Lee's mouth, Stuart McGill's mouth, Matthew Hayden's mouth, David Byrne's moustache and mouth. In a way, he pissed in all our mouths. With our sporting reputation in tatters, the Australian government has come to the conclusion that we must now base our national identity on something other than sport. And no, I'm not talking about Ned Kelly, because unfortunately, Steve Smith pissed in his mouth too. So, here's some Australian culture we can worship with the same inexplicable passion we worship sport.
Australian film.
Australia has a robust film industry, according to this press release from 1975. So instead of your local sport team, why not try barracking for an Australian film? Oh, this, how do I watch Netflix?
Australian poetry.
You might think that Australian poetry is dead, but Clive James is alive and well at the time of recording, and contrary to popular belief, Ooh Ah Glenn McGrath isn't the only line of poetry Australians have created, though it is the greatest. So why not pop over to your local TAB and put a few bob on another sure thing, Dorothy McKellar.
I love a sunburnt country, a land of sweeping plains, of ragged mountain ranges, of droughts and flooding rains.
Australian science.
Forget LBW, everyone's new favourite acronym is STEM, which of course stands for science, technology, something and maths. Sure, STEM stars are not as fit, athletic or downright bangable as your favourite sports stars, but they can spout meaningless cliches like the best of them.
I gave it 110% in the lab today, but in the end the neutron was the better player on the day.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi! Oi!
Oi, oi, oi. Three of them, you'll get the hang of it. So, farewell sport. Our nation has found more productive, meaningful things to tie our self-worth to. Until the Commonwealth Games next week.